Now our second step is sowing the seeds. Sowing the seed is also very important. It is not a means very simple method. In this also we should take care so much so that our coming crop will give us proper yield or proper production. So sowing the seed, in this step, farmers first select the good quality seeds. Good quality seed means that seed should be disease free. They should be free from any kind of these fungus or any kind of germs. Okay. So it should be healthy also, means that broken seeds or all these discarded seeds they separated away priorly. I show you one activity. In this activity you can see we can select the seed by this activity also. In this simple activity what they did, they soak the seed, means by putting in water. They keep the seed for few hours, and after keeping for few hours, healthy seeds will settle at the bottom, and discarded or lighter seeds which are not good for growing purpose, that can float on the surface of water. So these seeds which are coming on the surface of water, we should remove that, and only we select these seeds which are coming, means which are settled at the bottom. Okay. So by this activity also farmers can select the seed for sowing. And during the sowing of seed, we should keep it in mind that that seed should not be thrown on one place, or collectively we should not throw at some place. Okay. It should be properly distributed in the field so that it can get means they can get proper nutrition, proper amount of sunlight, and proper amount of water also. So sowing the seed, in this topic I want to tell you one more topic also, means one more term which is called broadcasting. In olden times and nowadays also, some farmers who are poor and they are having less area, less field, so they are using this method of sowing the seed also. It is a very simple method, and what they used to do, farmers hold that collect some seeds in their hand, and they spread all the seeds in the field in the simple way. So this is called broadcasting method. And this disadvantages of this broadcasting method are these, that some of the birds or some rodents, animals, they can easily pick up those seeds, because when we spread all these seeds in the field, easily they can eaten up by the animals. And that's why we can discard this method. Nowadays seed drills are there, which are I show you. See, here is a picture of seed drill. It is also a tool which is attached behind the tractor, and in these boxes we can fill the seeds, and through the pipes seeds can be evenly distributed in our field. Okay. So this is the best method, means seed drills we can use, or farmers generally they should use this seed drill. Okay. So next, after that, sowing the seed, improving the fertility of soil. This is our third point. our third point is, or third step of crop production is improving the fertility of soil. So how do you improve the fertility of soil? You know that what is fertile soil? Fertile soil, we can say that kind of soil in which sufficient amount of nutrients should be present, okay, which are required by the plants for their proper growth. So firstly we should know how to improve the fertility of the soil. Fertility can be improved by the natural methods also and artificial methods also. So what are the natural methods? First, let's we discuss the natural methods. In the natural methods, first method is field fallow method. F-I-E-L-D, field fallow method. So I can give it as a point A. So because it is a sub point of this third point, okay. So first is field fallow method. In field fallow method, we not to do anything, just we harvest the crop, and after harvesting we should leave our field as it is to replenish it automatically, naturally. Means, as you know, some bacteria are there in the soil. You must have studied in class 7th also, and those bacteria, they fix nitrogen from the atmosphere, and then they automatically improve the fertility of the soil. So this is a very simple method and natural method. So B, it is crop rotation. So second is its second B part is crop rotation. In crop rotation, what we do, we alternate different kind of crops in the same field. Means, suppose first year when we grow this wheat crop, after growing the wheat crop, next season now we grow some pulses in that, or generally we prefer leguminous plants to grow in that field. Why? First of all, I tell you that what are the leguminous plants. So, and why we use the leguminous plants only? What are the leguminous plants? Students, these leguminous plants are those plants which have pod-like fruit. Pod-like fruit, you know that all the pulses have pod-like fruit. You can take an example of groundnuts. You can take an example of pea. You know that in this way, like this, pea pod is, its shape is slightly like this. Okay? So, which fruit is looking like pod? That means you can externally see when the fruit of any plant, just like pod, this fruit is called as pod. So, POD, pod. So, this fruit is called, means this plant is called leguminous plant. Okay? And their roots have some special feature, means their roots are having bacteria in it. Some bacteria, they are not harmful for this plant, they are very beneficial for them. You know that all the pulses, we can say they contain so much of protein. How they can contain so much of protein? Because of bacteria present in their roots. So, suppose these are the roots of leguminous plants, and in these roots, swollen parts are there which contain bacteria. Okay? And we can say important name of bacteria, that also I want to tell you, that is Rhizobium. Okay, the name of this bacteria is Rhizobium, one of the variety of bacteria which is very important. So this Rhizobium bacteria live in the roots of the leguminous plants, and this bacteria is capable of fixing that atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. What is the use of atmospheric nitrogen fixation? That also I tell you, that you know that our cells have so much of nitrogen, or we can say our cell contents cannot be formed without the help of nitrogen. So you know that how much nitrogen is important for us, and nitrogen is the main content of protein also, and you know protein is our body building food. So without protein nothing can be formed in our body. So this bacteria is important because of this nitrogen fixation. So this bacteria is present in the leguminous plants. So we were talking about the crop rotation, and this is related to the crop rotation, that's why I am explaining this, and this is also in your syllabus. And this crop rotation we can use once when you grow rice crop, then after rice crop, then in the same field you can grow again pulses or these variety of leguminous crops, and after that leguminous crop again when you grow that rice or wheat in that field, then you can get better production or better yield. Okay, so after that our fourth point is main point. These were the sub points of improving the fertility, and artificial method also I told you that artificially we can provide these fertilizers also, which are chemicals, and we can made in the factories. So these fertilizers also can be used in the field to improve the fertility of the soil. But we should prefer these natural methods because they are harmless, or we can say they can't harm our crop, or they can't give any kind of bad effect on the health of human beings also. So these are beneficial. And next fourth point is irrigation. Irrigation. What is irrigation? I think you must have studied this word before also. So this irrigation is artificially when we provide water to the plants or our standing crop. That means that process is called irrigation. Okay. So in the irrigation we can use different methods, or through different sources we can provide water to our standing crop. In this also you will study different methods and what are the different sources of water for irrigation, that I will show you in next lecture. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.